a week ago.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. And he works free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44. One play action. Fields. And he floated one out there, incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And here comes Abdullah on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd down and 1. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Herbert powering up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. At the 45-yard line. They'll go again with Herbert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Herbert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This is fielded at the 27. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. The Bears at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. They snap it to Fields, eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 34. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here we go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Here we go. First down, Las Vegas. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. First down, Raiders. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Now a 2nd and 10. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Abdullah to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Fields throw complete here on target to Tanya. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Fields on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Fields changing the play. To throw again on second down. Fields forced out to his left. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here we go.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number...
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out in the next game.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And taken right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. This is Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Fields, that is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run. It's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
11. Go.
Back to throw, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Garoppolo. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fields trying to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go.
First down, Raiders.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not down another turnover on his ledger.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Here you go.
They'll run with Herbert. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Fields looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll go again with Herbert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Herbert powering up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Garoppolo and the Raiders now down 21-20, a minute 53 remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Gets this to Myers, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Garoppolo to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Garoppolo. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Herbert to start the drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to throw. Fields buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Herbert once more. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They said their goal was to